had some flops after following those rituals. So I'm like, these rituals clearly don't work. I'm not very afraid. I'm just not a fan of fans. It's not like I can't enter a room if there's a fan, but I don't have any in my house.
What is your ideal date night?
Buying out all the tickets in the theatre and watching a film.
Wow.
I mean, I've done that, so that's good.
Well, thank you so much for talking to us, Arjun Kapoor, and welcome to ETimes.
Thank you.
It's always such a pleasure having you with us.
Thank you so much.
So we all know that your pet name is Fubu.
Yes.
But there are a lot of things that many people don't know about you. So here are 10 questions. So let's see how much we get from you. Okay. So what is your biggest pet peeve?
My biggest pet peeve? You mean personal, like, I don't know, bad breath puts me off a lot.
Yeah.
Also, lies and incompetence. I mean, if you're hired because you're supposed to be capable, you ought to know your job. I hate people when they're incompetent. I hate it.
Right.
Yeah, it's a pet peeve.
So do you have any ritual before you start a film? Are you superstitious?
Not specifically so. Because I've had some flops after following those rituals. So I'm like, these rituals clearly don't work. But no, I don't. No, nothing specific. I mean, offhand, I can't remember anything.
Right.
I'm superstitious, but not so much, actually.
Any one thing that comes to your mind?
I try and always tell the director, पहले दिन मेरे साथ shooting मत करो, किसी और के साथ कर लो. I just feel कि it just gets rid of all the set का anxiety of the first day of shooting.
Right.
But it doesn't always happen. That's it.
Okay. Are you seriously very afraid of ceiling fans?
I'm not very afraid. I'm just not a fan of fans. It's not like I can't enter a room if there's a fan, but I don't have any in my house.
Right. Okay. If you were to meet a fictional character in real life from any film, be it international or whatever, what is that one character that you would love to meet?
I just feel Ryan Reynolds is so funny as Deadpool. I would just love to meet him. I would just love to meet Ryan Reynolds in any character because I think he's really got the gift of the gab, and if you want to meet a character, he has to bloody entertain you throughout. Yeah, either that or Jack Sparrow or Iron Man.
The list is endless.
Yeah.
Okay. So what is your ideal date night look like?
Buying out all the tickets in the theatre and watching a film.
Wow.
I mean, I've done that, so that's good.
Okay. Have you ever used your stardom to, make use of perhaps a restaurant reservation or get something for free or something like that?
I don't like freebies, but I genuinely don't like because I think we earn well enough to not always be in that position to ask demand. Restaurant bookings and all तो subconsciously हो ही जाता है. अगर आप booking नहीं करके कई जगह पहुँचते हो, आपको देख के कभी-कभी table मिल जाती है यार. Sometimes when you're, and again, it's not something intentional when you're in lines and the people recognize you, you're taken away separately. It's not intentional, but now that tends to happen. So I would say if there is a misuse to some degree, it is only in those places.
Right.
But I don't know the last time I made a restaurant booking. I really don't actually.
Nice. Okay. What is the craziest thing a fan has ever done for you?
I got a letter written in blood. I mean, that was pretty scary. That was a while back, but it was pretty scary, pretty daunting actually.
Right. Scary. Yeah. Have you ever signed a film just for the money or the star cast?
I mean, yeah. There was a film that I decided not to do a couple of times, and then the paycheck did sway me into reconsidering it. So I have to say, it wasn't only for the money, but the circumstances were such that I couldn't say no at that point in time.
Do you have a secret to avoid the paparazzi?
When I don't want them around, I don't inform them. It's pretty simple.
Oh, so you're being honest that, most celebrities do?
No, when you're going for, if I'm going for a public event, they know I'm going to be there. When you're at the airport now, they've got boys who are always there, ready which ways to cover. There are certain moments where when you're promoting a film or you're going for certain work that is relevant, it's always a part of the bigger picture of the marketing of those things. I'm not averse to them, but I don't need a lot of validation by having myself clicked all the time coming out of every nook and corner. So, yeah.
Right. Do you have a patent excuse to go when you don't want to do a film, or you're honest?
This is not what I'm looking for right now. But it's not a patent excuse. It's because I like to do different stuff, so it becomes very different. Like, now I've just done a cop in Farrar and now I've done it in Kutte. So I don't, for me doing a cop again immediately feels like it is, so maybe it's an honest fake excuse.
Right,
But I don't
absolutely.
like doing too many repetitive things, and normally what tends to happen is you're offered the same kind of stuff again and again.
Because they already see you in that
Yeah,
and they
so
kind of
yeah,
picture
yeah,
you.
yeah.
Okay, and lastly, if you were to have a superpower, what would that be?
Invisibility, Mr. India.
Mr.
Nothing
India?
nicer.
And who would you want to spy on then?
I don't want to spy on anybody. I like being invisible from time to time. I quite enjoy that. I don't want to always be noticed and seen for everything I'm doing. I don't know if people realize it, but I'm a little low-key. If there's no business, then it's none of your business to know what I'm up to.
Absolutely. Well, it was wonderful talking to you, Arjun,
you.
and all the best. Here's
Thank you
to
so much.
many, many, many more decades.
Thank you, thank you, thank you.
And hopefully we'll be seeing you even when we're all very old.
Yes, I'll be here.
Yes. Thank you so much, and
Thank
see you at the
you.
movies.
Yes.
Thank you.